You just
you hit him with the truth and it hurts.
Oh yeah, that sounds violent.
So yeah, the book is based on about 20 years of screwing around with these ideas and failing a lot and succeeding slightly occasionally. And all about creative protest. We draw our inspiration, of course, mostly from awesome American and international people of color, honestly. It's where the genius comes from in protest, because this is a violently racist country, and it's people of color who are leading in terms of getting creative and figuring ways through that. A local example from a generation ago right here that's so famous is Native Americans taking over the Alcatraz Island, right, for over a year, and it was a huge deal, and they called a lot of attention to their issues. But we could go to another famous example, and this is, of course, the sit-ins in the 50s and 60s, and these were nonviolent acts that provoked a violent response from the Trump supporter types of their day, and they actually they won victories through doing these kinds of actions.
You said non-violent?
Non-violent. That's right. And what a lot of people don't know, some people do though, is that a lot of the people who did these sit-ins and were very brave and faced beatings and arrest and got a lot of laws changed and a lot of things done, they rehearsed behind the scenes. So this is an old image of folks preparing to be harassed or while they're preparing to do the action. And they had tremendous discipline. But you can even see there's a map of the restaurant they're going to do the action in on the chalkboard here. So they have a map, they're planning it. It's not just spur of the moment, just winging it. They're totally disciplined, and that's part of how they won as nonviolent militants, right? So just a few things. This is a lot of jargon, and I'm going to skip that one, but I just wanted to show you because I want the doctor to know that I use big words. Okay, so we're going to go past that one. But this is part of how it all works, and it's awesome, but that's in the book. Okay, but a few more straightforward things. Being right is not good enough. We sometimes make that mistake, don't we? We are right by belief, and that's not, it doesn't mean we win.
Yeah.
Avoiding cliche. We avoid cliche in everything else we try to do, I hope, because it works better to be surprising and interesting, and not always in protest. We do the same old stuff in protest, but it's an art form, and we should treat it as such, and that's what's going to work a little bit better. Surprise. How can we be surprising? It's not surprising to go hey, hey, ho, ho, et cetera, right? In fact, me and my friends we were jerks, but we used to, when that started, we would go hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho has got to go. And when we were just trying to start something new. So, yeah. So, all right, so I just wanted to say, I mentioned the Clown Army. That was one of the groups I tried to start I helped with some friends a long time ago. And we were trying to find ways. I have a couple of quick videos I want to show of interactions between clowns and police. The Clandestine Insurgent Rebel Clown Army was the group. It's all about it in the book. And like, we used clowning, nonviolent civil disobedience, theater of the oppressed, improv comedy, and collective improv, all that kind of stuff. And actual progressive military veterans taught us how to march properly, which was a huge improvement, and we needed them too. So it was this great hybrid thing that we did. And at our peak, we had 150 trained rebel clowns, which is a mind fuck. And it certainly was for us too, and we did it. We couldn't believe we had that many. So we started in the UK, and then I kind of brought it back to the States, and once in a while now you see it pop up in different forms. So I just want to show you this from Scotland. Now, these are mostly white clowns in Scotland. That's my framing. The racism is everywhere. So don't try this here in exactly the same way, because it's different here. But here we go. Where is the thing? Right, I mean, eventually, they're not prepared for that, we're prepared, right? So as absurd as that is, we were rehearsed and they weren't for that. The clown magic doesn't always work, doing this doesn't always make the police leave, try it. I mean, in fact, I was at a more strategic intersection a couple blocks away at the time, and we were just baton charged, my little group, we just were running in our big shoes. I was like, I really should have just worn sneakers. The shoes make the look, but it's not worth it. So it doesn't always work. And again, the shtick changes when you come to America, and the police are more aggressive and paramilitary, et cetera. So when we had clown actions here, we did different shtick. You change it for wherever you are. You can't just repeat the same thing over and over. This is one that, again, is from its place. Yeah. We had worn them down in Scotland to the point where they were playing games with us. But to get back to like a more serious point, like we're trying sometimes to create what I call the irresistible image. And you know, that's an image, that's the image on the cover of my book, because this went around the world from that protest. And then we were able to get interviewed because of this wackiness and try to explain what we were about using clown language, but still speaking through the media about what we were protesting, which at that time was global justice, as part of the global justice movement. So we want to create an image that, when I mean irresistible image, I just mean it's so so ineffable or surprising that, and it's about what it's about, and it tells a story that even our opponents will reproduce that image. And it's hard to do, but sometimes we get it just right. So this was one of them. This is a very right-wing paper, as you can tell from the headline. But it's a madness, but here that is, right? And he's smiling, and then these guys have been hit. The photos don't match their shitty story, but they have to reproduce the image. Same thing in this one too, if you see it's from the same moment, right? And this one too. So we have like a lot of hostile press and media, and they're still showing our image in a way that we hope undermines what they're trying to say in some way. So anyway, that's like a little taste of what some of this is about, and that's what I mean by political kind of judo. And we're trying to find pressure points on the body politic, where just a little clever acupressure, we can move the body politic around, because we don't have a TV station or that sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, that's the stuff about the book. I brought a few to sell. I bought them myself just to resell them. And they're a little expensive, so if you buy one, I'm going to give you a free New York Post or a free clown magazine thing that I should do. So anyway, that's a thing. And thank you, Doctor. I don't know, should I take my rig away?
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry!